That's dramatic. I'll get it. I'll pick it up. Hey friends, welcome to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
And this is episode 42 of our show about shows. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome.
Yes, happy to have you. Okay, let's start this show off with our segment called TV Tidbits. Dr. S, can you please go first?
I would love to. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm excited because I just learned that Vanna White is going to be hosting some episodes of Wheel of Fortune.
I heard about this.
Oh, yay. So sadly, it is because Pat Sajak is going to be recovering from intestinal surgery.
Right.
Emergency intestinal surgery, but he's going to be fine. And so she is going to be taking on the role of host for a little while. They've already shot some episodes. They will start airing on December 4th.
Okay.
And you know, they've been doing this already for 36 years, since 1983.
Oh my gosh.
He recently got awarded like the longest running host of all time. And then I also learned, fun fact, that they shoot all of their episodes in 4 days per month. What a good gig, right? So they just, because it's 30-minute show, right? So they just must do like a bunch at once. 4 days a month is their job. I bet they're like, what a great job.
That's an ideal job.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
For that one.
Oh my gosh, good for
I
her.
know. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I'd be so nervous to fill those shoes.
I know.
You know?
But I love them. They have like really good chemistry.
There's like no scandals revolving around them. Like,
no. Nothing.
Yeah.
They have like a really great relationship.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
say they describe their relationship as kind of like brother-sister.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck, Vanna White. And good luck, Pat Sajak.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a good one. Thank you.
you.
Okay, so my TV tidbit is about Stranger Things. So they just revealed the season 4 premiere title. And why is that exciting? Well, let's
Tell
see.
me.
So this last Wednesday, the series celebrated Stranger Things Day. Did you know there was a day?
I did not.
It's to commemorate the day that Will Byers went missing.
Oh.
Which is November
Sad day.
6th.
Oh.
Yes, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently that's Stranger Things Day.
Okay.
If you didn't know. All right, so it was revealed that season 4, episode 1 will be titled Chapter 1, The Hellfire Club. Do you know what that means?
No.
So the connection there is that the Hellfire Club is from the X-Men comics.
Oh.
Yeah, so that doesn't mean anything to me yet. But when I found out that in the X-Men comic books, the Hellfire Club is notably made up of bad guys that take Jean Grey and try to use her and her powers as a weapon.
Ooh.
So who has powers in Stranger Things? 11. So is somebody going to take her and her powers and use them against everybody?
Oh.
I don't know. That's like what people are thinking. I don't know.
Interesting.
I know. It could be far-fetched, but I like that. It's fun.
Yes.
But yeah, so if you recall in the very first episode, I'm sure you don't recall because I don't remember either, Will wins Dustin's X-Men issue number 134 after winning like a bike race, I think it was. And in X-Men number 134, the X-Men try and retaliate against, you guessed it, the Hellfire Club.
Ooh.
I know.
I got chills.
That just makes you excited for it, even though it's probably not going to come out till like late 2020, but still, it gives us a little something to work with. They also released the bloopers from season 1 through 3, which you know I love bloopers.
Yes.
Who doesn't love bloopers?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so overall, it was just an amazing week to be a Stranger Things fan.
We have so much time to like talk about it.
Yes.
Before the next season comes out.
Oh,
There's
yes,
going to be so much of this type of stuff.
That's so true.
It was so, like, the whole time between, like, you know, like, season 2 and season 3.
Yeah.
This was happening. And I loved it. Every
I know.
bit of it.
I'm not even mad at it.
No, it's fine. And it paid off, because, like, season 3 was amazing.
That was one of the best seasons, by the way.
So good.
Anyway, yeah.
Yes.
So, all right. So that's it for TV Tidbits.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to another segment that we call Sour Gripes.
Okay.
I know that you have one today, so what's
do.
going on in your brain?
I
What's
do.
up?
Okay, so you guys all know how much I love Fresh Off the Boat.
Yeah.
I did say I would take a little break from talking about it.
Right.
But I can't help that, like, they gave me news to talk about.
Okay.
They just announced that it will be the final season.
No.
It's okay.
Dr.
It's okay.
S.
It's okay. I know. It's okay. 6 seasons. It's a good run. It's
Okay.
solid.
Okay, good. Yeah.
But, and the reason it's a gripe is not because it's ending. I'm okay with that because I'm also in favor of, like, shows quitting while they're ahead.
yeah,
it's
go
fine.
out on top, right?
But the reason it's a gripe, I have 3 reasons why it
Go
is a
for
gripe.
it. Yeah.
One is that it's only going to be 15 episodes, which in the past, it's always been like 22. It's like network
Standard,
TV.
yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So season 4 or episode 14 and 15 will be like a 2-part finale. Okay. All right. Fine. It's fine. But also this season, as you can see from this picture, that's not the typical Jessica Huang that we noticed. That's a character that I just met, and her name is Messy Jessie. Yeah, so Messy Jessie, if you guys don't know, is what Jessica Huang was when she was in college. She was a party girl.
Was she really?
She was a party girl. And we just met her a couple of episodes ago at the beginning of season 6. And if I don't get to see more of her between now and the end of this season, I will be super mad because she's hilarious.
That's awesome.
And then the third reason this is a gripe is because, do you remember when I had the tidbit about Constance Wu saying she was mad because there was going to be a season 6?
Yes.
And people were all mad
Outraged.
at her. And now they are throwing it back in her face like, oh, bet Constance Wu's happy about that. Leave the girl alone. First of all, she apologized.
She's having a bad day.
The fresh off the boat family was totally fine with it. Leave her alone. She was just being honest. She's just being real. She's a human being.
For sure.
Leave her alone.
Aww.
I know.
Good for you.
Poor Constance.
Yeah, I know. I'm really sorry. I know how much you love that show, but you're right. They should go out like this on a high note,
Yes.
right? So
It lives on.
yes. Aww. I'm so sorry. Good one. Good sour gripe. Totally understand it. Okay, let's move on though to another segment called Worth the Watch.
Okay.
I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
My Worth the Watch is called The Politician.
Ooh.
Have you heard of it? Have you heard of it?
No.
No?
Well, no. Tell me.
It's on Netflix. So it's pretty exciting because it's created by Ryan Murphy and Brad Fulcher.
I love them.
They created Glee, American Horror Story, Pose, like
Nip Tuck, which was one of my favorite shows.
Okay, so look at that. They just don't stop. That's amazing. But yeah, so this show, The Politician, is about a high school student named Peyton, and he's obsessed with becoming president of the school and getting into Harvard because apparently like a whole bunch of presidents went to Harvard. Yeah, so it's kind of like a quirky, dark comedy. It has like, it's about like the heavy psychological reality of like how politicians are made, kind of, basically. Just like, you know, when it starts like in their teen years. So, I mean, you have to really like things that are like off-center, like shows that are, which I'm all about.
Yeah.
I mean, right?
Me too.
Exactly, yeah. So there's like parts where I would like laugh, but I'm like, wait, should I be laughing? I like that though.
Yes.
It's
awkward.
Awkward. Yeah. So, I mean, the show is really good. But the best part about it is the acting.
Oh.
So it stars Ben Platt.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know him? So he was in movies like Pitch Perfect 2,
Ooh.
and then he's like a Broadway star.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's a cutie patootie, but there's just something so fascinating watching him act.
Okay.
He's like multi-layered and complex, and he's hilarious. But there's so many levels to this show. And then Gwyneth Paltrow's in it.
Oh.
She plays his mom, and she's like humorously stoic.
Okay.
And by the way, she's married to Brad Fulcher, one of the creators. Did you know that?
Did not
Yeah,
know
she's got
that.
married.
Interesting.
I know. So she's really good. And then Jessica Lange is in it.
Oh, I love her.
And she's nuts.
She's one of their like muses.
Totally American Horror Story. Yeah, so she's crazy. But she's a total scene stealer.
Yeah.
So that's great. But honestly, like any Ben Platt fans, the real treat is when he sings.
I was going to say, do they sing? Because Gwyneth Paltrow also sings. So.
Yeah, I haven't finished the first season. So
Okay.
far, I've only seen that he sang, and it is angelic, his voice. I didn't know him from Broadway. And Pitch Perfect, you know, he had to sing like the poppy stuff, but this is like really highlights his singing ability.
Like
oh my gosh, he's so good. Yeah. So if you can, again, it's only 8 episodes, guys. It's going to be easy to binge watch. Check out The Politician on Netflix.
Nice. I like that they're going into musicals again.
Yeah. They're all over the place. Look at their track record. It's like nothing is the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
the
that.
creators. Yeah. So that's an exciting one. Okay. What's your worth the watch?
Okay. So mine is from HBO, His Dark Materials.
Heard about it.
Okay, so there's only been 1 episode, so I gave it a try.
Okay.
So I think it's definitely worth a watch. So it's based off of the Philip Pullman trilogy, which I never read, but I've heard about. So, and then the books themselves are loosely based on or like an homage to Paradise Lost.
Okay.
So like the title, His Dark Materials, is like a quote from one of the books of Paradise Lost. I would describe it as like a magical realism, the genre.
Ooh.
So that would be like a film or a book that has like a realistic view of the world, but then adds like magical elements.
Wow.
So like the basis of it is kind of cool. Like it looks very realistic, like set in the past. There's like Zeppelins, you know, which remind me of like, you know, like World War I era.
Oh, okay.
But then like every single person has like an animal buddy.
That's so cool.
Like a demon. So there's this like spiritual relationship between like animals and humans, and like everyone has like a pet. It's kind of like also like in like I don't know if you've ever played or heard of World of Warcraft.
I've heard of it.
Like everyone has a pet. Or like
my
Pokemon
God.
Go.
Oh, okay.
everyone has their little Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't know, it kind of reminded me of that.
That's super cute.
But it also, the main character is Lyra, who's like a little girl, and she was kind of like left like an orphan at this like university type environment.
Oh, okay.
And then they like raise her there, and then at the age of 12 is fast forwards, and it turns out her best friend gets kidnapped. She wants to find out what happened to him, so then she goes off to London with this woman who's kind of mysterious, kind of cool.
Oh.
And it's like there's this whole thing like maybe the kids are being kidnapped by the gobblers. The gobblers are kind of like, we don't know if they're real or just like childhood, like the boogeyman.
Oh my god!
I know. So there's all this like interesting stuff going on. And then her uncle is played by James McAvoy, who I love him.
I love him too.
So it's interesting. And then Uncle Azrael, he has this theory that like there's this magic dust, and like when you look at things like through this magic dust, you see like into like alternate universes.
Whoa.
Yeah. So like the Northern Lights, like they were when you look at the Northern Lights through this magical dust, you actually see another universe. I know. And this is all in like one episode.
Oh my gosh.
And like, so I was like,
magical.
I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And I like stuff with like little girls like on adventures too. Like it reminds me of like, I know, like Pan's Labyrinth, like those types of movies, which that was one of my favorite movies. So, yeah, I think it's really good. Wow. And then I watched the previews for like the rest of the season, and it's gonna be amazing. Like,
really?
There's like bears and armor and like really cool stuff.
Wow, you just totally like, I just forgot what I was doing for a second listening to this. That sounds amazing.
It was kind of cool. I was like, I wasn't sure. I was just like, I'm gonna see. I'm just trying to see like, things that have hype, like if it's worth it or not, so I can let you guys know. Because like, I'm just like a normal person. Like I hear about things. Oh, but I have to say that they are trying to say that this may be the next Game of Thrones.
No, they didn't.
So I know the question you're asking. Is it? Based on my one episode, do I think it's the next Game of Thrones?
Do you?
I don't. I don't.
She does not.
I don't.
She does
not.
But
what I will say though, it's definitely more family friendly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like there's not incest. Not yet. Not on this one episode.
So far.
And I've like peeked into what critics are saying, also just because I like to do that sometimes.
Good.
And like, it's probably not the next Game of Thrones.
I like your honesty.
Right.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. I just want to throw that out there in case, but it's definitely worth the watch. I think it's pretty cool.
I'm so intrigued.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, that's all we have for you today. Thank you for being with us. Please, as always, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thanks so much. All right, we'll see you next time. Happy TV watching, everybody. Goodbye.
Oh, did I tell you about how my coworker, she has like a lot of dragons? Like, not dragons, lizards. She calls them dragons. But like one of them, she never. Okay.
What the?
Can't just move on from that.
Well, you know how they have like Komodo dragons?
Yeah.
So she has a lot of lizards.